2 men died in that crash room, Scully. 1 man came back. The question is, which one?
We were talking about episode 15, Lazarus. It was written by Alex Gansa and Howard Gordon and directed by David Nutter. Now you'll remember David Nutter directed 2 of our earlier favorite episodes, Ice and Beyond the Sea. Lazarus would premiere on February 4th, 1994. It is another Monster of the Week.
Sure it wasn't a bogus tip?
No, it's real. I've been on this long enough, I know the difference. Besides, I can feel it.
I'm pretty sure on my first watch, I did not consider who may have tipped off the FBI to the robbery.
And no matter what happens, whenever I look up at the stars, I know you're gonna be looking up at the same ones.
Out of here! And with you, get out on the floor now! Now you're dead! Everyone! Dupree! Drop the gun, FBI! Drop the gun! Now!
Film and TV just love to do this standoff situation. The Mexican standoff, where their guns are pointed at each other like this. I would be remiss not to mention that we are 15 for 15. Dana Scully has pulled her sidearm in every episode thus far.
We're staying in here, stacked.
He's dead. Go up to 400.
We lost him. Let him go.
I'm a doctor. Go up to 400 or I'll do it myself.
Scully's just like, we're gonna save this guy. He's my friend. We're gonna brute force him back to life. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Come on, Jack.
Clear.
Come on.
We got a rhythm. Don't ask me how, but he's back. BP's 80 over 50. Climb rate 90 over 50.
This is actor Christopher Allport doing a great job as Jack Willis, who is completely unraveling and being occupied by the spirit of Warren Dupre. Tragically, Christopher Allport would be killed in an avalanche in the San Gabriel Mountains in 2008. Seeing one's own dead body would be pretty crazy, right?
Any word from Willis?
Still missing. He hasn't been home or checked in with the office.
3 fingers on Dupre's left hand were severed by surgical shears.
What are you thinking?
That maybe this is some kind of post-trauma psychosis. Between the 2 of them, they've killed 7 people and gotten away with close to $100,000.
That's a lot of money now that she doesn't have to split it 2 ways.
I'm not sure why they went with the tattoo thing here. I guess they just sort of assumed the audience wouldn't necessarily be smart enough to figure out what happened, so we better give them a visual clue.
You can see by these 2 bifurcations here that whoever was holding that cleaver was using his left hand. Willis is right-handed, but all the bank surveillance tapes show that Dupre is left-handed. But what does it look like?
2 heartbeats. But we resuscitated Willis.
You resuscitated his body.
Mulder, be careful what you say next. This might be the biggest problem in the episode, is we're just about 10 minutes in and Mulder already basically has it figured out. And Scully, bless her heart, still doesn't know that Mulder is always right.
What can you tell me about near-death experiences, Agent Scully? And as a scientist, how do you account for the phenomenon?
Some sort of dissociative hallucinatory activity.
Dr. Barnes believes this burst of energy is responsible for the transformational nature of the experience. How well do you know him?
We dated for almost a year. He was my instructor at the academy.
So, Agent Willis was dating one of his students who's also 7 years younger? Now, in real life, Chris Allport was 21 years older than Gillian Anderson, for what that's worth.
We even had the same birthday.
Do you believe he's predisposed to this type of psychotic episode?
Jack. Half the Bureau has been looking for you. Where have you been?
I don't know.
wasn't myself.
Jack. Good to see you back among the living.
It's good to be back. Jack.
It's Scully's birthday. And I was wondering if you signed that for us.
Sure. Always glad to celebrate the good times.
It's from Willis. I thought you two had the same birthday.
We do.
Well, that's news to him. I asked him to sign it. I'm not sure Willis is Willis.
Can't you accept the possibility that this isn't an X-file?
Mulder doing his detective work, proving yes, this is an X-file. You can almost see him winking to the camera, saying, hey, what do you think? This is the name of the show.
Did you forget how to sign your name? Cheers.
I'm afraid this doesn't prove a thing.
Landlord in Boyle Heights thinks he's got our girl.
Hotline?
Yeah. Saw her picture in the post office. Has the address. Now I'm 10 minutes away from closing the biggest case of my career. Are you coming? That's her.
What's going on, Jack?
Come on, or I'll blow you in half.
Jack.
Shut up! Baby, you ain't gonna believe where I've been. This isn't my face. These aren't my hands. But it's me in here.
Then what did you say to me?
I said, this is so we can be married in all the oceans of the world.
It's just too weird. I can't believe it's really you.
Stop calling me that!
Your name is Jack Willis. You were born February 23rd, 1957. We spent a weekend up at Pine Barrens. Are my friend.
Too bad he was gone already. I watched him go. I just saw him slip away down that long black tunnel.
Jack Willis is diabetic, which means that you're diabetic. Too much sugar in the system could lead to hypoglycemia. You need insulin.
I feel myself getting into their heads, and I'm scared by what I'm feeling. Theirs is a world where nothing matters but their own needs. It also speaks to what Warden Jackson called their operatic devotion to each other.
This is some incredibly overwrought prose.
How do you think I got away so clean, huh? The minute you stepped into that bank, I was out of there. I got the money and I got rid of you. Because if you ever want to see Scully again, it's going to cost you $1 million. Have it by this time tomorrow. I'll tell you when and where.
Oh, sure. They'll definitely pay $1 million ransom. Absolutely.
Mulder says he's got something. What? An alien virus or new information on the Kennedy assassination?
Hey, Mulder's all right.
Sticking up for Spooky Mulder. Nice. But wait, where did this guy hear about an alien virus from?
No!
Ah! Shut up and do it!
Guess it's over. Whoever you are.
Don't move. I love you.
Just keep radios at 2.
Backup's in, but we still don't know what's going on in there.
We will soon enough.
Light that I talked about now. It's beautiful. FBI!
Fugitive Lula Phillips died yesterday in a shootout with federal agents, which also resulted in the death of Special Agent Jack Willis, killed in the line of duty.
Happy 35th Love Day. I got it from 3 years ago. It's not working. It stopped at 6:47.
The exact time that Jack went into cardiac arrest at the hospital. It means whatever you want it to mean. Good night.
So let's take a moment to compare and contrast the relationship between Willis and Scully and Warren and Lula. Willis and Scully start with a somewhat unethical origin here, where Jack is Scully's instructor at the academy. Maybe not the best idea. Compare that to Warren and Lula, where Warren is Lula's prison guard. Definitely a bad idea. Now, Scully, on the other hand, is still a very loyal friend to Jack and is trying to bring him back to reality, let's say. Whereas Lula has utterly betrayed Warren, even if she doesn't believe that he occupies Jack Willis's body. This is a perfectly adequate first season story. We get a little bit more character building and background for Dana Scully. She is again struggling with this seemingly paranormal experience that is fraught with emotion, like we just saw in Beyond the Sea. Also take note, this is the first time, and probably not the last time, that Dana Scully will be abducted. That's it. That's Lazarus. We'll do trivia, and then next up is number 16, Young at Heart.